giving up on your dreams. You've been in it for a long time now, but the only way to go from here is up. I just want to let you know that I love you and I'm proud of you. You hear that?
All my life I trusted God and cut the faith. I didn't ever worry about what people say. I just continue to do what I do, do what I do. I just continue to do what I do. I kept it real, I kept it true. I remember nights I couldn't remember nights. Summer nights cold as December nights. I remember nights I couldn't stop them tears from falling. I call them timber nights, like when it all falls down and nobody is around. Nobody left to turn to, who do I call on now? Cause mama going through it and she heard it too. Daddy wasn't there like he deserved it too. Who say they wanna take a walk in my shoes? Try taking a walk with no shoes on. Each step is harder to move on, but I did. I really came from the bottom. No Houston, but I had problems. Now look at me, look what God done did. He turned nothing to something. I got something to tell y'all. Promise he'll never fail y'all. First I was taking L's, y'all. Now I keep winning. Sometimes I can't believe it. He had me tripping now. They told me I would never reach my dream so far away. But I had my mind made up, won't stop no matter what they say. Nobody could tell me no different, knew that I would get it. Always knew I'd be the one to put on for my city. All my life I trusted God and cut the faith. I didn't ever worry about what people say. I just continue to do what I do, do what I do. I just continue to do what I do. I kept it real, I kept it true. All my life I trusted God and cut the faith. I didn't ever worry about what people say. I just continue to do what I do, do what I do. I just continue to do what I do. I kept it real, I kept it true, yeah.
Fuck up that water that you got from the water. I think y'all are checking up on that water. I know you're doing your little business music thing now. I'll be glad when you get straightened up there, boy. Cause man, look here, me and your grandma, we try to eat these little Roman noodles and every now and then we should give us a can of black sauce. But I know, boy, we're gonna be eating that little steak when you get yourself together there, boy. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and put it about the road, man. We down in the real stuff. Okay, man, I love you. You know. God bless you, man. Bless you, man. Bless you, man.
This is your grandma.
Yo, in the building, man. Already, y'all. Hey, and also I think Positive Movement 2 is live. If y'all want to go and check her out, you know what I'm saying, please do so. And I think Teray Ali is live. If y'all want to go over there and check her out, please do so. Because what I'm about to present, you know what I'm saying, y'all can come in and out and check it when y'all please. All right. But shout out to those queens, man, who doing their thing on their YouTube, man. Make sure that y'all support the movement. All right. So phase one, we talked about phase one of this whole chaotic situation is going on, right? So phase one was Keela Brown and the Shadow Girls. All right, that was getting us prepped and getting us ready for, you know, phase two. So you have to ask yourself, man, what is phase two? I'm about to show you what phase two was. This right here was phase two. Andrew Holmes, right? Andrew Holmes came on the scene and he had something juicy to tell the public. Oh, he had the juice. He had the tea. The man had the guacamole. The man had the best news since sliced cheese. He sure did. But what I want y'all to notice before I even play the video and break it down, which is phase two of the big cover-up, I want you to notice how he has his hands. And then I'm going to go here for you. Just notice how he has his hands. If you look here, where my cursor is, I will show you how he has his hands right now. I will show you how he has his hands. You know what I'm saying? I will show you what he is doing, how he is giving a sign, how he is giving out this illustrious sign to the elites, man, to the Masons, man. Right here. Look what Trump is doing. Look at his hand right here. Look at this. Look at this. Look, look. Look, 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 look. Same thing I told you they did on the Oz. And we're going to break the Oz moment down too, but we just working on this phase 2 right now. We'll get to the Oz, and I'm going to show you the Masonic handshakes and everything up in there. You feel me? But, and he does it in an array of motions here. Switches it up, everything. All right, but we're going to go back.
Non-facts.
Yes, the story out there on Facebook, and you, like I say, just to get some hits and some views, you know, you put something out there and you throw a story out there, and then all of a sudden you got people
all right.
get interested in.
Come on, get to the juice. Get to the juice.
You know, you're hurting the family more.
You hurt, and how hurt has the family been? You've been with them for days.
You know what, man, you know what? It's an unexplainable pain that mother is going through in that family, and then they have to turn around, not only deal with the death, but also deal with the social media stuff that's coming out there. That's that lady's baby.
Mm-hmm.
You stated, if that was our child, man, that's my baby they talking about.
Okay.
Andrew.
Juice.
Talk to us about the facts.
Talk to us about the facts.
This is, and I want everybody to be prepared.
Okay.
For this.
All right.
We are reactive people, and I know everybody want to know what happened. Everybody put
reactive or actor people. Okay. My bad, man. My bad. I'm so ready to slice, man. I'm up here double clicking and everything. Let me hide this right here. Let's go.
Their own stories. Let's talk about what actually happened. Let's talk about what the video actually shows and where we are. All right.
So now listen, y'all. They about to tell us exactly what happened. Exactly what the video shows. So whatever Andrew Holmes is about to say, it's supposed to be the concrete truth, nothing more, nothing less, all the way down to the T, right? Okay, let's go. Matter of fact, we're going to hear him say that again. Let's hear him say that this finna be facts. Let's go.
Let's talk about what the video actually shows and where we are, all right? And since y'all being very impatient, thank you. Andrew, what's the facts?
Well, first and foremost, thank all of you all for joining in, and thank you other activists out there for being on the front line too, and everybody out there with the protests, and everybody out there with the prayers. But the video showed the young lady in the lobby, and I watched her from the lobby.
Now notice this. Is he even gonna say Kanika name once in this entire video? He said the video shows the young lady walking. Hey, maybe he didn't know her name was Kanika at this time. Man, he knew. It's a reason why they say certain things and they leave out certain names. They don't put RIP on the shirts, all this. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Hold up.
Lobby, and I watched her from the lobby walk to the elevator.
So, Andrew Holmes said he saw her walk from the lobby to the elevator. Have we seen this? Only thing we got was a split second of her supposedly walking from the elevator to somewhere, I guess the lobby. So where was this piece taken out where he saw her walk from the lobby to the elevator? Let me tell y'all something, man. Whoever they had playing Kanika, man, that so-called drunk girl acting, man, she walked all over the place. They got clips of her everywhere. They just only showed y'all what they wanted y'all to see. You feel what I'm saying? Cut and slice up the movie.
Now, whether something, I'm saying this because the toxicology hasn't come out yet. We know she consumed some alcohol and was a little bit impaired. But at the same time, if someone had put some in her drink.
Before the toxicology report even come back, this man already telling y'all somebody probably put something in her drink. Why she couldn't just been overly drunk, man? Huh, Andrew Holmes? Why Kanika couldn't just be overly drunk? Why somebody had to put something in her drink, bro? You know what I'm saying? What you did? Looked at the video and said, yeah, the way she falling into the walls, somebody spiked her. Yep. I can see you right now, Andrew Holmes, watching the video like, somebody spiked her drink. Why she couldn't just be overly drunk, just off a straight up Hennessy? Didn't they have Hennessy? Too much Hennessy will have you falling into everything, right? Come on, Andrew. Why did you set us up for the Tapir mate? Before the Tapir mate even came out, you set us up for it, man. Did you know something we didn't know? Are you running your mouth too much? Let's go.
The toxicology would show So that's very important, and we're waiting for that. But she did walk into that elevator, and she was trying to possibly get back up to the 9th floor, but she might have pushed the button, or the button was always pushed already to show lower level.
This is a liar at the fullest extent. He said, uninebriated, I guess they call it uninebriated. She was overly induced with something, whatever, intoxicated, whatever. So this liar on the screen just said when she got in the elevator, it was probably already pressed to go down, all ready to go down to the kitchen area or whatever. Let me tell you something, Mr. Andrew Holmes. Because in a minute, you about to tell us that she got trapped in a dark room with a glow-in-the-dark push button that you could barely tap with your hand, and the door of the freezer come open. So how did she know the difference between elevators, able to go in and out of bathrooms, all this stuff like this, but not being able to lightly tap a glow-in-the-dark button on the inside of a freezer, man? Y'all make no sense. You're liars.
And the elevator went down. Okay. So she got off the elevator. I can see where she was staggering, as they said, and she got off. She went to the stairway casing. The stairway leads back upstairs. So
she was by herself throughout
this whole complete ordeal. I watched and looked for cameras everywhere. They showed me cameras everywhere. She walked to the steps. She did a little stumble trying to get up there, but she turned around and went back the other way. Now, she was still walking kind of wobbly. She did fall into the wall.
Okay, this is my thing right here, right? Y'all remember when Monifa them said that they went downstairs with Kanika, left Kanika in the lobby while they went back upstairs to get her stuff? If I was to cross-examine them girls in a courtroom, I would ask them, when y'all were taking your friend downstairs, did y'all have to hold her up, or did she walk on her own? As soon as they say, hey, she walked on her own, I would say, well, who is the person stumbling in the footage? So did she start stumbling after y'all left her to go back upstairs to get her belongings? Or was she stumbling with y'all? And if you could barely hold her up, why would you leave her? That's how you trap them in the courtroom. That's how you trap them. Say, was she stumbling when y'all was walking with her to the lobby? Or was she walking on at her own will and pretty good? See, you could trip them up if they say either or. If they say, yeah, she was walking good. Well, who is this staggering person in the walking out the elevator and stuff? How does she automatically go from 0 to 100% drunkenness or intoxication in a blink of an eye? And then if y'all were holding her up, going to the lobby, why would you leave a person you have to hold up in the lobby? It don't make no sense. And then this liar on the screen right here trying to validate the footage. It reminds me of some other people out here trying to validate footage. But that's neither here nor there.
And she started opening up doors. So she opened up one door. She went in, came right back out. She wasn't in there. You can tell she was looking for doors, trying to get back upstairs to the lobby. So she went from door to door. She went in this door. She didn't stay long. She went in and came back out. She was basically trying to find her way back to the lobby. As she continued down the path,
and she went to the bathroom and everything.
Yeah,
What's some of the doors she did go in?
One of the doors she went in was the men's washroom. That door pushed open, she came right back out. She pushed in, came right back out. She went inside another door. She came right back out. She was checking doors to see, to me, how she can get back upstairs. So she went down.
Now, notice he's saying she. They're covering their tails just in case all this do end up in court. Only thing Andrew Holmes got to say is, I just said she. I went in there, I watched the movie, I came back and told people what I saw in the movie. I never said Kanika. Do y'all understand? Saying small words like that, like she, and not saying Kanika. You feel what I'm saying? So if it ever did go to court and they played this back, he could say, I wasn't talking about Kanika. I was talking about a movie that I was showed when I went there, and they took me in the back. They showed me a movie of a girl. They're covering. They got ways to try to cover themselves for future advances, man. That's what he doing with this she, her. Say Kanika, man.
down toward this unsecured area that she went, and the camera shows it, and it shows where she went. When she went in, the doors wasn't secured. She went right in.
All right.
There was a freezer part there where you all see, but you all haven't seen it yet, where she had walked back. There was no one in there. The place, they don't even use that part no more. It's a kitchen part.
The same kitchen that we showed where they were fixing burgers for the reenactors. They don't use that kitchen no more? Okay.
And it has two large freezers. So she walked back there, and as she went inside that door, she opened it up, which you can open up.
Now, he saw this. He saw her open the door up and everything. Did we see any of that? No. We seen somebody gradually just bounce around a corner and then boop, over with. He saw some footage where she just opened up a freezer door. He's showing you even how she opened it. Look at him, clenching the fist, showing you how she opened it. Where is this footage? I told y'all, they're liable to release this footage around her death anniversary. You liable to see that around her death anniversary. That's how they do. Spruce it back up, get a little more money, then let it die down. That's their motive.
It's just like a big steel door. It don't take much to open it. You open up that door, you take 1/2 a step. To your right is another door to another freezer part. She had to open up that door to go inside of there.
There's a whole lot of opening doors, and she couldn't push a safety latch that don't take no effort to push to get out. So she's opening doors. I even know where the handle is. Do y'all get what I'm saying? She's coherent to know enough to know where the door handle is, to know the difference between a door handle and a mop bucket or a mop. She's grabbing the right things, doing the right things until she gets in the freezer. Okay, she's in the freezer now. Now she don't know nothing. She don't know nothing now. That's what they're gonna tell me. She don't know nothing now. Nothing. Okay, her mind just went blank when she went in the freezer, but the handle was glow in the dark. But her mind just went blank. Okay, all right.
Mainly trying to find her way back to the lobby. In saying that, if she was so impaired, so we don't know what's in the toxicology, but the door closed and the other door closed, and it's dark inside of that little freezer room. So she probably got scared, tried to find her way to push that door out, but it was a safety knob there that you can touch like this.
And look how he got his fingers. He said she could have pushed the safety knob like that. They go to tell you it don't take hardly no pressure to open that door. If you can take 2 fingers and push that safety knob, no pressure. It probably take more effort opening all them doors. He said she opened the men's bathroom, another door. I think she said she went into her office. She opened one freezer, then she opened another freezer. It takes more effort opening all them doors than it do taking your 2 little fingers and pushing it and coming out. Who you think we boo-boo the fool, man? We was born yesterday. We ain't no clowns, man.
And that door will open. And I was in there with the detectives. I was in that freezer. And I was scared even being in that freezer, even in there with them, and I was in there by myself.
Now, this is how y'all know he's a liar. Listen to this right here. Just listen to it. It don't make no sense from here to Mississippi. Listen to what he say.
There with the detectives, I was in that freezer. And I was scared even being in that freezer, even in there with them, and I was in there by myself. Even being in that freezer, even in there with them, and I was in there by myself. Even being in that freezer, even in there with them, and I was in there by myself. There with the detectives, I was in that freezer. And I was scared even being in that freezer, even in there with them, and I was in there by myself.
I was scared of being in that freezer, even in there with them, and I was in there by myself. This man don't make no sense. I don't even know if people even sat down and actually thought. He got me when he came out. I'm like, man, look at this guy, man. This leaning tower piece of collar on his shirt, looking like he's very concerned. Throwback hairline, 50-yard line. I mean, I'm like, man, this man here finna give us the truth, man. He's an activist. Man, we ain't had no real activists, man. Jesse Jackson, all the people, man, them people fake, man. Them people baloney. Look, listen, man, we ain't really had no real people in the streets standing up for the streets, man, since the Panther days, man. Everybody else, man, they eating from the belly of the beast, man. They taking payouts, you know what I'm saying, to set their own people up in their own cities, man. These people ain't real, man. These people ain't real. Only thing they doing is taking their own kind, which is like Uncle Tom's, and then putting them out into the community. There's Uncle Tom's mixing with the rest of the community, man. They doing everything they got in their power to keep the big man on top. That's what this peon right here is doing. He's a pawn. He's a middleman. He's there making sure the big man stay comfortable. The big man can eat caviar on his yachts and all that, man.
I can understand the part where she was at with the motion camera up there, that when somebody walks, it turns that way. Where she was, you cannot go no farther. That's it. You cannot hide back there. You can't go no farther. If anybody was back there, they would have came up. They had to come out that way she came. Now, that's the negligence on that motel establishment there.
Nigga, that. All we asked was what you saw on camera. Why you up there talking about the negligence of the hotel? The hotel gonna be held liable. Why you up there talking about the hotel gonna be held liable? All we asked you was what did you see on camera, Mr. Holmes? Now you want to go into what the hotel is liable for, how much they gonna come out they pocket, and come on, man.
Yeah, that place was closed down, and nobody shouldn't have been back there. Now it's very easy for you to get in there and that door to close. And in that freezer, lights out, it's air shut tight. If you had a room in that motel, you had a child, a son, your son and daughter get on.
See, now he done told you what he saw in the footage. Now it's his time to validate the footage, to put promotion behind the footage, to put sincerity, false sincerity, behind what he just said. And now it's time to milk it, so to speak. He just told you what he saw. It was way more than what we saw, but now it's his time to milk it.
On that elevator, and all of a sudden start wandering around and pushing doors. Your baby would have went in there. That door would have closed on your baby. You'd have been looking for your child. I'm
gonna tell you like this, man. Don't believe this dude, man. Y'all baby, man, listen, man. Y'all are responsible parents. Don't run around having this man thinking y'all gonna make a mistake like this, man. You feel what I'm saying? Don't have this man. Don't run around having this guy, this dude on the screen telling y'all, you know what I'm saying, this could happen, this gonna happen to your baby, this gonna happen to your baby. No, man. What y'all did, man, this is like a 1 in a billion chance of somebody dying in that way, man. That's why y'all call it murder mysteries, right? Out there in Rosemont, murder mysteries, right? It's like a 1 in a billion chance of somebody dying in that fashion, man. Y'all would have been all right if y'all did it in a Super 8. It'll look more believable. You know, turning up in a Super 8, you know, putting a rag over the... But you did it. Look at the hotel you did it in. Who gonna believe y'all? Look at the hotel y'all did it in. Stupid.
Accident that was waiting to happen, and it lies within that motel unit there. Who owns that motel? They should have secured that area. If locks was on the door like they was on the door when I got there, they had locks on there, so I couldn't get in, but didn't have no locks on there when she was there. If they had them, she probably would have turned around like she turned around at the other doors to find her way back upstairs. And sad as I hate to say, we got to find out what's in their toxicology, and whatever's in there was in her system. Then it needs to come out. Then if it's something illegal, the focus goes back to the room and the people that was inside the room. If they know something, they need to say something. That's somebody's child. That's somebody's baby. And that unit freezer that she was found in.
So why was the freezer on?
No, to me, the freezer wasn't on. To me, when they were saying that it looked like she was wet or something, it's hot as hell in that freezer. So she gonna sweat. The body gonna sweat. I'm quite sure if the freezer was on, then that's a different story that has to be proven. But at the same time,
see, these people out here they don't even know if they want to tell y'all the freezer was on or the freezer was off. The freezer was on or was the freezer off? You feel what I'm saying? Now, if I'm not mistaken, Andrew Holmes is describing suffocation. He ain't describing no freezing. Let me listen to this, because it seemed like these people out here on different frequencies with this whole case. Some people want to say she froze to death, thawed out, and a lot of people want to say she actually just suffocated. It wasn't froze. But let's see what Andrew Holmes is on. I think he's more on the suffocation part.
Freezer wasn't on. To me, when they were saying that it looked like she was wet or something, it's hot as hell in that freezer. So she gonna sweat. The body gonna sweat. I'm quite sure if the freezer was on, then that's a different story that has to be proven. But at the same time, there was nobody in that hallway. Nobody walked down that hallway. Nobody.
So there you go. Andrew Holmes don't even believe in the freezing concept. Like she froze to death. He don't believe in that. He believes she just got stuck in there. She suffocated. See how I told y'all? It's different stories out here, man. Everybody ain't on the same wavelength. That's why they had to pull out. It was getting too messy.
Forced that baby down that hallway. She was mainly, all I see is trying to find her way to get back upstairs where she was. So, you know, the Facebook people are putting the nonsense stuff on there, even about the $200. You know, it's been clarified even with the young ladies, and I respect them that they came in and talked to them detectives. It was all about the $200 for the parking space. If you don't retain your ticket and lose your ticket, you got to pay $200 maximum fee to get your car up out of there. And that's what they was talking and saying in that room. You know, and everybody's trying to point the finger here, point the finger there. Only point the finger if you know the true facts and go talk to the.
So basically, only thing Andrew Holmes did was just came and just told us what he saw in the movie that he was presented. That's it. He just told us what he saw. That's it.
Because the mother don't want to hear all of that. She's hurt. Think about if that was your child in this little box room and got in there and you trying to find her. Now, on another part, you got security there. They're negligence because if that's the last place you seen that baby, and I call her a baby because that's somebody's child. If that's the last place you seen her on video surveillance, that should have been the first place she was looking to secure in that area. Now, if you had her, maybe she would have been saved and been still living. If you say, okay, we got her in this area here, and this is where she's going, you run and send somebody down there quick and fast. If you watching the video footage, because you got.
It never happened there. If a situation like that happened there on any other regular day, they would have saw this. They told y'all this is a military hotel. Military. They see all. See everything. Especially if a girl wandering around for 35 minutes. Come on, Andrew Holmes, man. I told you told what you saw in the movie, and now you trying to sell it to us. Yeah, she's a baby. You know, that shouldn't have happened to her. Everybody's spreading the lies. He just milking it now.
You got to, if there was an intruder in there and you on your job, then you got to get somebody down there. Somebody should have been at the computer watching the monitor. Now, who fell asleep? Because when you seen her there, it should have sent an alert off where we got somebody down here in an unrestricted area.
What time on the video was she? What did it show? What time she got in there?
Yeah, they got the time on there. I got to look back on my file. I got those in the car.
Okay,
and I got to look.
Andrew Holmes is a smart dude. He's a smart dude, y'all. This dude right here, he made Sonic his I don't know what, but he's smart though. I noticed how he didn't say Kanika. I also noticed how he didn't put himself into a pickle jar, a cramped spot, and say no times. He didn't say no times. See, he was way better at this than Teresa. Way better. You see what it is? He said a lot, but he didn't say nothing. He didn't say anything. He said a lot, but he didn't say anything. If you think about what I'm saying.
I have to look back on it, but I commend the police department out there. They not rushing to judgment. They looking at time on everything. They showed me time on the cameras, time here. They done ordered everything, even outside technicians to come in because when they give it out, they want to give it out by the time and the minute. So
of course. You heard me. When they get the footage out, they want the footage to be by the time and the minute. They even brought outside technicians in. Are you serious? He just said they brought outside technicians in to get the footage together. What? Why would you need? Why would you have to bring outside technicians in to take footage off a hard drive? Editing, y'all. See, Andrew Holmes is all right, y'all. Throughout this whole little video right here, he was okay. He wasn't saying too many times. He wasn't putting himself in a pickle. But then he said something really interesting. They flew in technicians. They brought in technicians for the footage. The timestamps, footage, editing. Oh, that's where he messed up at big time right here, y'all. Oh, he should have kept his mouth closed. He had almost made it through the video.
Outside technicians to come in because when they give it out on the cameras, time here, they done ordered everything, even outside technicians to come in, because when they give it out, they want to give it out by the time and the minute.
So
thank you, Andrew Holmes, and thank you everybody who keep giving us bits and pieces of the information. He said they don't order some of everything, y'all. They even got technicians to come from the outside to work on this footage. Yo, they work real hard at it, y'all. You better believe they did. But still got caught. Ain't that a shame? Ain't that a shame?
I see a lot of the crazy comments. Firstly, what I want to say is Andrew Holmes is an activist in the city of Chicago. Per the family, he did view the video. You did tell everybody what you have done and why you're able to even say this.
Well, I met with the chief of police out there and asked that they do let the mother see the surveillance video of the last steps of her daughter, how she got there, and when, and the time that she was there, and the time where everybody else went. I mean, don't quit the judge, because see, we dealing with a young lady that have lost her life due to some negligence, and also maybe something else that may have happened in that room. Now, at this,
Yeah, I remember the last live I just did where Jedediah was talking, and he said he asked Andrew Holmes, who let you see that surveillance footage? But Jedediah never told us what his answer was. And ain't that ironic, y'all? He was able to see the footage before the parents. So you ask yourself, who is this guy? Why was he able to see it first? Didn't I show you the Mason sign he was throwing up? All right, then.
same time, there is a freezer back there. And it shows with the timing and everything, nobody pushed, nobody forced her back there. That baby was just trying to find her way out of there. Now, what we can do now is try to find out what actually led up to this. We know where the negligence come in at on that motel staff, because they should have had that.
So basically, y'all, if you think about it, Andrew Holmes saying it ain't no killer. Andrew Holmes saying it's a freak accident. He said he saw the footage of her when she was in the lobby and how she walked. He watched her walk all the way to the freezer. And not a soul came back there. So if anybody running around saying she got raped, this and that, first of all, reenactment footage. Second of all, Andrew Holmes just told you he saw the full version of the actor that we've been watching. The one who playing Kanika, falling out the elevator and stuff. Andrew Holmes saw the full version of that video. They only gave us pieces to bring on the internet and talk about. But even in that full version of it, he said ain't nobody around her. So why are we still searching for a in-hotel killer? I told y'all, it happened outside. We're going to talk about that one day again in depth too. Where it happened, how it happened. Yeah.
Place shut, sealed. She should have never been able to get back there.
Now, people saying, did she freeze to death, or what was it? That would come in the autopsy, correct?
Yeah, that would come in the autopsy report there. Mainly what I'm trying to do is make sure that that mother see her last daughter's footsteps and where.
Y'all see? He said, man, you know, if she froze, that'd come in the autopsy. But wouldn't he know already if she had froze? Think about that, y'all. Think. Why would he say, oh, you know, the toxicology, we're going to find out about that in the autopsy because I don't know about that. And then as far as if she froze or not, we're going to find that out in the autopsy. I thought he would already know. Then we hear dispatcher say, we found the suspect in the body in the freezer. She's frozen solid. So why wouldn't he know that part of the narrative, y'all? Why is Andrew Holmes at this point still going when she just suffocated to death? The freezer was never turned on because the kitchen is inoperable and nobody was ever down there with her. If you ask Andrew Holmes, she turned the freezer on herself, right? Because he said he watched the full video and then nobody come down there with her when nobody around her. Now listen, this is why Teresa them got mad at him. This is why you don't hear him no more. He didn't play his card right, y'all. Andrew Holmes dropped the ball, y'all. You see everything I'm exposing in this video? They saw it too. Now, this is why Teresa had to come out and say, we didn't give Andrew Holmes permission to see the footage. Now the world finna turn on Andrew Holmes. If you don't believe me, check up on this video right here. check up on here. They threw him out the equation. Get your little money going somewhere. You done messed up. You won't have no part 2 and that in this. No disrespect, but either this dude is blind as a bat or he can't tell the tape was tampered with. The mom said they had the default. You should be ashamed of yourself. That's why Malcolm, Martin, and all our leaders is gone because of wicked men like you. You see what I'm saying, y'all? He dropped the ball, and then that's when Teresa came back and said, we didn't get his man authorization to see no footage. That's when everybody started bashing him for seeing the footage early, but it was part of the plan. But after he dropped the ball right here, they had to go ahead and, you know, get him.
She was, who was back there, and who has fault. As of right now, the liability lies on that establishment out there because you didn't secure that area right there. And the other part will come out in the autopsy. Everybody's jumping to say this and say that, but think about if that was your child. You know, if you're going to say something, give the facts true, solid to the detectives out there so they can work this case, because, you know, this is leading to something else on Facebook. You know, they putting stuff on Facebook that might get somebody else hurt for nothing just because they was inside the room there. We all have been inside
they put their addresses and
all their addresses, and 9 times out of 10, they probably ain't had nothing to do just because they was there with what happened.
Oh man, it's almost like they mad that people are researching. It's almost like they got mad. They kind of mad at this point because you heard Jamal Green say, "Man, tell him about all the conspiracy theories out there. Tell him about the conspiracy theorists. Yeah, man, all these conspiracy theorists, man, it ain't good, man. Y'all just making the problem worse. All this, man, get out of here, man. It's like they mad people found out, man. You got caught. Your hand was in the cookie jar."
We're trying to find the facts, what happened in that room. Now, if somebody slipped something in her drink, then people need to be held accountable. That was in there, but let that come out in a toxicology report of what all was.
Okay. Now, he said if anybody slipped something in her drink, the people in the room will be held accountable. They said they found 2 pyramid. How long does it take police to go through 30 suspects and find the right one? That's how you know that they're playing, y'all. Yeah. Yep. That's how you know they playing. Because the only thing they had to do if this was for real was take one of them 30 in there and say, we're going to give you life unless you tell us one piece of information. They might get one little piece. Then they go to the next person. We're going to give you life unless you just tell us a little bit. And once they went out through all 30, all them little bits going to be the truth. But they didn't do that. Why? Because it's fake. It was fake to cover up a real death, man.
In her system. So we have to wait till that comes out. My main focus was to just get them to get that video out to the parents, to the mother, and let her see where her daughter walked to and what was the last result of that.
And what were they saying as far as was the freezer on and off? Was that clarified at all from the hotel?
No, I'm going to clarify that today through the chief and ask him to release that. Was that refrigerator on or was that refrigerator off? But I knew when I got there and got inside of there, it was dark when that door closed. And, you know.
And it looks, and let's just say this one more time, because we got too many people on here with crazy comments, because of course they want to blame somebody. I know black folks, I know we want to blame somebody. I understand that. Because there's been so many theories, there's been so many people saying this, and that. We want to blame somebody because we don't understand why she died. On the video that's going to be released to the public, it will be released to the public after the family sees it, correct?
Yeah, it should be released after the family see it. And I was the same way like the views.
I was the same way.
I had doubts.
Like, man, somebody killed this girl. Right.
But I got.
Look at Andrew Holmes in the back, y'all. Look at how he get all like excited. That because he think he did a great job right here, y'all, but he did bad. They contacted him, let him know he did bad too. But watch how he get all crunk. Jamal Green finna get him crunk.
Because we don't understand why she died. On the video that's gonna be released to the public, it will be released to the public after the family sees it, correct?
Yeah, it should be released after the family see it. And I was the same way like the views.
I was the same way.
I had doubts.
Like, man, somebody killed this girl. Right.
But I got there because I had doubts about, okay, wait a minute. could be motel worker, could be somebody, but
we all said the same. I want everybody to understand that we all on the same side.
Yeah.
Now, do y'all understand that Jamal Green and Andrew Holmes are both saying that nobody killed Kanika? Nobody. There are no suspects in the hotel. Do y'all remember? This is what they saying right here. And remember, Teresa came out and said, then nobody touched my... Boom! There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. There y'all go right there. There you go. Andrew Holmes and Jamal Green are right here saying that nobody do nothing to her. It was a freak accident. And then we had a video of Teresa come out and saying, then nobody do nothing to my baby. Then nobody touch her. Do y'all understand? So anybody doing videos saying that the killers were there? No, I've done videos pointing out the reenactors. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Because if you were reenacting, you just as guilty because you're covering up for the death. You might didn't do it, but you were there to create a story to cover up the death. Let me play this back so y'all can listen. They're saying nobody touched her. Nobody was down there with her. So why are there so many videos with so many suspects? I know who the prime suspect is. I've been telling y'all what was given to me from the beginning by God. We know who did it over here.
We want to blame somebody. I understand that because there's been so many theories. There's been so many people saying this, and that. We want to blame somebody because we don't understand why she died. On the video that's going to be released to the public, it will be released to the public after the family sees it, correct?
Yeah, it should be released after the family see it. And I was the same way like the views.
I was the same way.
I had doubts.
Like, man, somebody killed this girl, right?
I got there because I had doubts about, okay, wait a minute. Could be motel worker, could be somebody, but
we all said the same. I want everybody to understand that we all on the same side.
Yeah.
We don't work with the hotel. We don't work with the police department.
Right.
We on the side of the people. So what we do is we either protest, we put pressure on them, we go meet with them, we go make sure we get the answer.
Only thing I hear while he talking is wah 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 wah.
Just for the community, all right? So we on the same side. We thought that this was suspicious. We thought somebody could have killed her. We thought all of the same things that you have. We on the same side. But the video that's going to be released is going to show her walking around trying to find her way. Correct, Andrew? So she was basically walking around through the hallway, hitting the walls, opening up doors. How many doors you think she opened before she got to the freezer?
I think about 4, and other doors that.
So he said he thinks she opened 4 doors. 4 doors. Was coherent enough to open 4 doors, but couldn't push a glow-in-the-dark button that didn't take no strength to get out of the freezer. Wow.
She had to check because she was trying to find her way back upstairs. She was just trying to get back to a secured area, and that's what she was looking for because the doors that she opened up, she didn't even.
Man, bravo, man. Bravo. And I'm going to let y'all know something too, right? So, on top of, is he doing it right here? No. So on top of this, where is it at? I'm trying to find your hand sign, buddy. Trying to find your hand sign. Yeah, but on top of him doing that, what else do we have? Look who keeps one eye in the camera. Let's go down here real quick. This is what Andrew Holmes is doing. And your boy is doing the one eye. Why he doing that? Why he putting the eye out there, man? Why he doing that for a long time in his video? Look at it. Making sure you just see one. He doing it on purpose. So you could just see one eye. You know how they do it. You know how they do it. Yep. But basically, y'all, listen to that, right? Teresa said, didn't nobody do nothing to my baby. Those two say, well, Andrew Holmes said he saw the entire footage. And then nobody walked down there with her. Then nobody messed with her, nothing like that. Right? So if Teresa's saying that nobody do nothing, Jamal and Andrew saying when nobody down there with her, did nobody do nothing. Why do we have so many YouTube channels trying to find a killer in the footage? There are reenactors in the footage. Yeah, reenactors. I mean, some of the reenactors got YouTube channels. We know that. And if you ask the reenactors, they don't think they did nothing wrong. They just think they did that just to do a job. They just think they came out there just to do a job and get paid. But they just as guilty, man, as the people who actually killed her, man. And a lot of them reenactors and stuff, they confused. But they all know what's going on now. Up to this point, they all know, man. They had to sign contracts, man. It's crazy, man. We putting it all together, man. We just broke down phase 2, y'all. Phase 2. Much love to all y'all, man.
I didn't ever worry about what people say. I just continue to do what I do, do what I do. I just continue to do what I do. I kept it real, I kept it true. I remember nights I couldn't remember nights. Summer nights cold as December nights. I remember nights I couldn't stop them tears from falling. I call them timber nights, like when it all falls down and nobody is around. Nobody left to turn to. Who do I call on now? Cause mama going through it and she heard it too. Daddy wasn't there like he deserved it too. Who say they wanna take a walk in my shoes? Try taking a walk with no shoes on. Each step is harder to move on, but I did. I really came from the bottom. No Houston, but I had problems. Now look at me, look what God done did. He turned nothing to something. I got something to tell y'all. Promise he'll never fail y'all. First I was taking L's, y'all. Now I keep winning. Sometimes I can't believe it. He had me tripping now. They told me I would never reach my dream so far away. But I had my mind made up, won't stop no matter what they say. Nobody could tell me no different, knew that I would get it. Always knew I'd be the one to put on for my city. All my life I trusted God and cut the faith. I didn't ever worry about what people say. I just continue to do what I do, do what I do. I just continue to do what I do. I kept it real, I kept it true. All my life I trusted God and cut the faith. I didn't ever worry about what people say. I just continue to do what I do, do what I do. I just continue to do what I do. I kept it real, I kept it true, yeah.